Parks in Motion.
Hello, my name is Eric Brown. I am the Parks and Recreation Director for the City of Dania Beach. And I'm here today to speak about our master plan, our wonderful master plan, our Parks in Motion. The master plan couldn't come at a better time for many reasons, but one reason I can think about is because of the growth in the City of Dania Beach. The master plan would actually shed light on our recreation department, on where we're going, where we should be, how our programming should operate, how our facilities should look coming up into the 21st century.
I'm Randy Hollingworth with Bermeo Ajamil and Partners. I'm the Director of the Landscape Architecture, Urban Design and Planning Department for the company. We have an office that is headquartered in Miami with several offices around the world. We got involved when we understood that the city wanted to have a citywide parks master plan developed, and we have done quite a few of these types of projects, so we clearly were very interested. So we submitted our qualifications under an RFP process and were awarded the project to work on the citywide parks master plan. We are a multidisciplinary firm which offers a wide range of services, including architecture, landscape architecture, planning, urban design, civil engineering, and interior design. And we have been involved with park design, park master planning for many years, both in the United States and other countries. We've done work in Dubai, Malaysia, South America, Central America, and the Far East. And it's interesting because I think it brings the ability for us to have a view of park design that's from a sort of an international level, and therefore kind of expand the concept of what parks can be and what other communities around the world are doing in their public park and open space systems. We've worked in this area in Hollandale Beach on 3 of their newest community parks. Deerfield Beach, we just opened a park on the waterfront, which has been very successful and a really interesting, fairly small, but interesting and successful park for the community of Deerfield Beach.
My name is Alfredo Sanchez. I'm an architect, urban planner with the firm of Bermeo Ajamil and Partners. And I'm dealing with all the coordination, the methodology, and the approach to the project of the Citywide Parks Master Plan. The city officials understand the importance of the park system and the importance to the community of having a great park system. The park system creates community cohesion. It creates neighborhood improvements. It provides activities for the children after school so that they can grow better and healthier. It provides health benefits for adults, and it makes us all better. So it's important that we improve the park system and that we create a park system that responds to the community needs.
The beauty about the City of Dania Beach is the fact that we have some amenities that some municipalities do not have. We have 2 swimming pools. We have our own stadium, football stadium that we will enhance. We have our softball and baseball fields that we will enhance. And we have aftercare programs that we're starting up, just to name a few.
We're here on the beach because this is a signature park that was heavily damaged during the hurricane, and we want to make sure that this park reflects the character and the importance of the city of Dania Beach in our designs. So we're going to be looking at how to improve Frank Tootsie Park. It's a very important park for the city. It's the image of the city. Tootsie Park is also a great canvas to work with because it's next to the beach, and you'll be able to integrate the activities on the beach with landside activities to provide that very unique environment. We'll look at maybe including some water features. We'll look at including playgrounds, better seating areas, better covered areas. So it'll be a great park once we're done with it and the city improves it, and you'll be very, very happy.
We're in Frost Park, which is one of the numerous parks the city has and maintains under their parks program. And we are looking at all of the parks as far as the existing programs, the different configurations of the parks and how they're laid out. And we're looking at how we would redevelop those to best benefit the community and the residents of Dania Beach. Each park we will take a detailed look at and determine what types of improvements need to be made and generally come up with plans for each of the different city parks.
We'll look at implementation of early action projects, things that can be done immediately probably in the next year or so, to make the parks better. We'll be looking at long-term improvements and mid-term improvements. We'll look at prioritizing which parks can be improved in the midterm, and midterm we're talking about 3 to 5 years, and then in the long term, other improvements that may be more costly. But most of all, we'll look at the finances of the city and the implementation of the park so we can coordinate them and make sure that the community sees immediate improvements once we conclude the master plan.
So with our master plan in place, it gives us a plan to put in place to do renovations, to improve our programming, to just basically be able to go out and add certain facilities or certain amenities to our city to actually match our growing community. With our new Dania Point that's under construction, with some of the residential places that will be under construction, people are coming to Dania Beach. And the master plan will do one or two things for us. It will share light on our parks, and it will share light on some of our schooling in the city of Dania Beach. If we can make sure that our schools are just as beautiful as our parks with programming and help our schools out to become A schools, we will have those people flooding into the city of Dania Beach. So I'm excited about our master plan. I'm excited about where it's going to take the city of Dania Beach, and the sky's the limit.
When we develop parks like this, it's very important that we develop plans that we sort of unveil to the community and we get input from the community. We want to make sure that we provide plans that the community can respond to and hopefully get behind the concepts, because the parks really need community support and hopefully they become better attractions in the community than maybe some of them are now, and they provide a real amenity for the residents.
It's a community-driven process where we look at a number of actions such as what the community wants, what the community needs. And let me say that we're doing a citywide survey. We urge you to really contribute to this process by filling out these particular surveys. The importance of the surveys will give us a glimpse, will give us a snapshot of what the community wants in the recreation activities in the recreation department, for specific parks. So we're addressing that through the community survey. Additionally, we have these community meetings. We already carried out 3 community meetings in 3 different parks, PJ Melee, C.W. Thomas, and Frost Park. And we'll be coming back to the community with specific commission workshops to get total input into the project so we can look at what we're proposing and we can get the community buy-in into what is being carried out for park improvements.
One of the most important parts of designing public parks is, especially for neighborhoods and communities, is developing parks that respond to the community's needs. We cannot have a successful park unless those components in the park are meeting the needs of that specific neighborhood, whether it's a small local park, a larger regional park. They must respond to the community in order to be successful. We can introduce interesting design ideas and concepts and components, but the basic elements of the park must meet the needs of the community. If different facilities are left unused or not needed, that just becomes a waste of space and really turns to parks that become underutilized and unsuccessful because of the lack of people involved in the park. One thing that we've learned is that safe parks are those that are heavily activated with a lot of people, residents get involved, and the most important thing is that the residents take ownership of the park.
We're looking at a number of things. We're looking at what exists there now in the parks, what the community wants, how sports trends have changed, and how we can create a holistic approach to the project, addressing maintenance, addressing recreational programs, addressing management, addressing costs to implement, and addressing costs to maintain over the long term. So we are looking at a holistic approach for the Parks Master Plan that will eventually provide specific designs, as Randy talked about earlier, in the development of the project. We'll be coming back to you with specific designs, specific ideas for the projects. We'll also be creating additional and carrying out additional community forums. We're going to be doing 2 community workshops with the commission, the city commission, and we urge you to participate so you can bring forward your ideas and your concepts and your needs in the Parks Master Plan. So it's important that the community participate, the community becomes an integral part of this process, as is the recreation department of the city.
Some of the things that I would like to see in our master plan is the building of gymnasiums. We have kids that participate in programming, but being in South Florida, it rains, so we don't have shelter. Another thing that I think would definitely enhance our parks department would be revitalization of our ball fields, our softball fields, our baseball fields, our football fields, just to name a few. And with the revitalization of those fields with our master plan, it would bring more children playing in the city of Dania Beach.
We have been to all the parks several times, and we must say that the city's parks program is exceptionally well managed. We've worked on many communities in South Florida doing citywide parks master plans, and often we walk into a community and the parks are in either very, very poor condition, or they suffer from a lack of management. And if there's one thing we've determined with the city of Dania Beach is that the parks are really amazingly well kept, and we think the programs that are operated in the parks are really responsive to the community, and we're hoping that we can make that even better for the residents.
There's been a lot of population changes in South Florida, and as you can imagine, sports evolve through time and through population changes. Baseball used to be a very important part of the community. Now soccer is becoming more and more important. So we're looking at providing these additional sports fields, rectangular fields. But most of all, we're looking at providing recreational activities that will be attractive, enticing, great for the kids. And we're looking at different types of playgrounds, different types of activities, inclusive of pickleball, that we don't have any courts in the city. So we're looking at creating a recreational plan, a program that will be very, very attractive, very, very exciting, very, very new to the city, and will bring the community to our parks. Not only the kids, but also the adults.
Once our master plan is complete, we'll take it to commission, we'll get their blessings, and once we receive their blessings, then we'll go out and we'll strategize on how we're gonna implement our master plan. What an exciting time to be in the city of Dania Beach.
Some of the important parts of designing a park are the different detail components, such as fencing. A fencing in a park can be kind of obtrusive and become a block for the community to go into the park. And we typically try to avoid fencing where possible, but often we need it for safety. When playgrounds are located, as they are here in Frost Park, very close to the road, we need fencing. But that fencing can be made in a very attractive, very open design. And trying to avoid chain link fencing, we typically go to a metal picket fencing, which is a lot more attractive and doesn't become almost prison-like in its character, which you see in a lot of parks, unfortunately, and it needs to be rectified to make the parks more inviting to the community. As far as different components in the park, we look at introducing a lot of different elements, such as interactive water features. We've done several of these in South Florida, and they have been very, very successful, because what they do is they allow the community to operate a water-type feature without lifeguards and all the different high-level maintenance requirements of swimming pools. And yet, for the children in the neighborhood, they become a great place to cool down in the middle of summer, for the parents to watch their kids and play in a very safe environment, unlike a swimming pool, which is a little riskier for children of different ages. The same thing with playgrounds. The playground industry has changed rather dramatically in the last couple of years. The new equipment is much more challenging for children, unlike the older playground equipment, which was, basically slides and some swings. The new systems are rope structures, and they really challenge the children physically to be more capable, and I think it gives them a better exercise program when they're using the actual playgrounds.
Dania Beach in general is a great place, a beautiful place, that it's a great city that we all enjoy being at, and that we all think that can be made much better through the park system improvements. And you can just look around and see the beautiful setting of the beach and the beautiful settings that the city of Dania Beach offers to its citizens and its visitors, and the resources that it has for all. So we're happy to participate in this process and make the city a lot better.
With some of the new development happening in Dania Beach, I think the community is realizing almost a renaissance of development that could occur here, and the opportunity to invest in the city and invest in its neighborhoods. A great parks program increases the value of property. It makes residents want to move to a community. It's a very strong draw for corporations who are looking at all the different aspects of a community, what it offers potential residents who live there. So a very strong parks program is really vital for a community that is moving into the future.
Hi, my name is Katia Bordi. I'm the Public Information Officer at the City of Dania Beach. As you probably know, we're all very excited to see the master plan come into fruition. In the meantime, if you have any questions, if you need information about what's happening, please go to the website at daniabeachfl.gov/parksmasterplan. The webpage will be updated frequently with new information with the master plan when it comes out, and also you will have access to the survey. You'll be able to ask some questions. It is really important that you get involved because ultimately it's for you. Parks in Motion.
The City of Dania Beach Parks and Recreation Department would like to thank the many residents that came out to view the master plan. And it is our desire to see that master plan move forward. So we see you at the next meeting and put parks in motion.
Dania Beach is the perfect place to see it, live it, love it.